Hi, this is John with Bank Account Bonus Central, and today's video is one I never thought I'd actually make, but here we are. Chase Bank, they just closed all my accounts, personal and business. Talk about why it happened and how you can prevent this from happening to you. So before jumping in, I do have a quick disclaimer. So I'm a customer of the company's products mentioned in this video. I'm not affiliated or endorsed by any of them. This is my own personal review for informational purposes only. The information in this video is current as of the time of recording. Use this information is at your own risk. This is called fishing and not catching. And as is everything in life, your mileage may vary. 3 quick blogs before jumping in. First one is Sunward Credit Union. They have a super easy $225 checking account bonus. They do not do checks, so don't have to worry about getting rejected for checks. Nationwide offer. Link to that video is right there. Second bonus is from Varo. Normally they have a $30 spend money bonus. This is a $100 bonus record offer for 2025. Link to that video is right there. Catch in on the highest that they've ever offered. Same thing, no checks, denials. And finally, the big boy. This one is ending soon. MooMoo triple stack bonus. You can get up to 1,205, possibly a lot more, because you get 60 free stocks, which can be worth a lot more than $2 each. So link to that video is right there. Take advantage of what they have to offer. Love MooMoo. Okay, so as I mentioned before, so this is a video I thought I would never make. I've been a Chase customer for over 30 years. So basically my very first bank account was Washington Mutual, and then Washington Mutual went under and Chase bought them out. So by de facto, I've been a Chase customer for over 30 years. So got my first account at 16 when got my first job at Pizza Hut making pizzas, and been with them ever since. So never thought I'd be making this video, never wanted to make this video, but it happened, so here we are. So at first, so I'm a high school math teacher, been a high school math teacher now for 13 years. In the middle class I got a text, and as a good teacher I checked my text, and at first I thought it was just a joke or spam. I was hoping that it was just a joke or spam. And it said, Chase, after careful review, we made the decision to close your accounts. A letter will arrive in the next few days describing the next steps you need to take on your account. For questions, refer to the letter for information on how to contact us. And then I looked at the number 74869. I looked up the text sender code, and sure enough, unfortunately, it was from Chase. So, text code is Chase Bank for enhanced account alerts. In essence, 74869 is a legitimate short code used by Chase. So it wasn't one of those annoying spammers who they just they pretend to be Amazon or whatever. And nope, this was legit from Chase. Then I got the email. So same day, Chase, we decided to close your accounts. John, financial institutions have an obligation to know our customers and monitor account activity. After careful review, we made the decision to close your accounts. We send you information in a letter through U.S. mail. It should arrive in the next few days. So that's confirmation number 2. So both the text and the email were from May 7th, 2025. So I called the number, and the lady, she thanked me for being a Chase customer for over 30 years, but said nothing as to why I was being shut down. I was told everything was being shut down on the end of this month, so May 31, 2025. I was told to wait for the letter to get more information. So everything included personal checking account, 4 personal credit cards, which included the OG Freedom, 2 Freedom Flex cards, and my Chase SoFi Preferred. Hurts me even talking about it. Okay, so on the business side, my business checking account, 3 Inc. cash cards, 1 Inc. Unlimited, and my ATM card, which is the Inc. Premier card. Definitely going to miss that card. Also included was a brokerage account with $11.05, and my kids' first checking accounts. So they were under my account, and they got bonuses for that. So they got their first Chase bonuses, so that's neat right there. Those got shut down too. Then I got the letters. So I got 2 letters, and a lot of them pretty much said, the same thing here. So basically, I'll just read the underlined part. It says, during the course of ongoing monitoring, we identified what they call concerning activity on your account or an account that you are associated with. Under the Bank Secrecy Act and other regulations, financial institutions have an obligation to periodically review our customer relations. And then here, because of this commitment to security integrity of the financial system, we may not be able to open new accounts for you in the future. So that is definitely a thumbs down. So we will close the following account on 5/31/2025 and decline any transactions. That's for my business checking account. They basically said cancel all automatic deposits and withdrawals on your account. Find alternative solutions to your banking needs. Well, Bank Account Bonus Central, I think we can find plenty of alternative financial solutions because there's a bunch of them out there. So they'll send a check for any remaining funds. And the last one, so notice that they did not close it like instantly because there's different data points of Chase closing down different people, and obviously if I was such a severe threat, they would have shut everything down instantly, but they gave me basically a month to get my house in order. It says, because of unexpected activity you conducted on this or another Chase account. So I called again and said, hey, what in the world is the unexpected activity? And they said, well, there's nothing on your account that says specifically why they're closing it down. It's just some big secret of what you need to worry about being whatever. So we closed your credit cards. We're closing the accounts below, last four digits, and you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different credit cards, destroy all cards, and access checks. So basically, if you redeem your if you do rewards through Chase, you have 30 days from the date the account is closed to use them or lose them. So I'll have $250 in pending UR points after the 31st. So here's the question. So what was this unexpected activity? So this is purely speculation because due to the Bank Security Act or whatever it was, they won't tell anything. They don't talk about what is going on with why they shut down accounts. And it's fairly common for them to shut down accounts. So I made videos where I talk about, hey, on my Ink Premier card, I do spend over $100,000 per month. What is that the unexpected activity? So if you look here, January 2025. So this was from last year since February 24. So that's 1.8 million Chase points I got off of this card. And you can see just in the month of January, I had 287,000 points. So that's almost $3,000 in Chase UR points. Straight off the Ink Premier card. So in February, I had 220,000 points. So March, April, now it's May. I should have had over 300,000, but I was only able to get 125,000 as a parting gift. But so far this year, since February, 312,500. So long story short, since January 1, 2025, I have earned 900, basically almost $10,000 in UR points on almost 400,000 in spend. Honestly, I don't think that's what caused it. In fact, I've been doing this level of spend for years, and Chase they even gave me an increase of $10,000. I went from 39,000 to 49,000 back in 2023. So I don't think that was honestly it. Since I will be losing out on that funding with that card, here is an interesting opportunity that just happened to coincide with what's going on with Chase and becoming my own bank. So definitely look to do a lot of investing in real estate. If you haven't seen this video about me becoming my own bank, the Bank Account Bonus Central Bank, link to that video is right there. So something I'm definitely super excited about for the year 2025. So there goes all my speculation as to what unexpected activity is. So I asked an expert about this. So what does the expert have to say about this? So this is somebody who has gotten their account shut down previously. So there is a blog that I frequent called Miles Earn and Burn. This is not Matt. So Matt is the guy who runs Miles Earn and Burn. This is not his thing. So this specific blog post was about Chase shutdowns, anti-money laundering, and deposit accounts. So Matt was on a annual blogging vacation for the last 2 weeks of the year. So he has guest posts, and on this guest post he has Sideshow Bob 233. I don't know why 233, but because. But he gives a lot of insight on here, and this was from the year 2023. So I read this a couple of years ago, and I just kind of sat on my hands because I thought it would never happen to me. So there's that. So Chase has some of the best checking and savings account bonuses, often 500 or 900, and people often jump at the chance to churn these every 2 years. It sounds great, but when mixed with MS, manufacturer spend, this can be a recipe for a Chase shutdown. So Chase got in trouble with the feds over the lack of anti-money laundering compliance a few years ago, and this resulted in enhanced their anti-money laundering analysis to a ridiculous level to avoid getting slammed again. As a result, innocent churners and manufactured spenders who use Chase are at risk of being shut down by this team. So trouble with the feds, that had to deal with Bernie Madoff, and they got fined $2 billion because of compliance with, or not being in compliance with the whole Bernie Madoff thing. I know what you're saying, Sideshow Bob. I won't get shut down. I'm not stupid enough to do anything to get on the radar, and you're right. You're not that stupid. It doesn't mean that you're safe either. So many things can get you on the radar that you have no control over. Fraud on a debit card linked to your account. Another financial institution having a glitch and pulling payment multiple times. Looking at you, Barclays. A fraudulent ACH. Sideshow Bob going into your local branch and stepping on a rake while filling out a deposit form and accidentally putting your account number on a deposit slip. Some other things happen that neither of us and not even your mom warned you about. So basically anything or anything can cause Chase to get eyes on your account, especially if it's a checking account. And they do what's called an SAR, SAR, a suspicious activity report, and that could get you into the ban list. So once one of these things happen, your account will be flagged for review by the anti-money laundering team. And once they see activity in your credit cards and potentially pull your EWS report, we'll talk about early warning system. More on that later. They will decide that you're not worth the risk and shut you down. Okay, so my cards are closed, but not the end of the world. They won't just be your cards. It can be the cards of anyone who is an authorized user on your account, possibly anyone who lives at your address, and also possibly anyone who is linked to you via authorized user or employee. So both me and my wife, we have Chase cards. Mine are getting shut down. Hers, she did not get any notification from Chase. So those people will be banned for Chase for at least 7 years. I've heard other data points where 2 years, which is what I'm going to try again in 2 years to get a new checking account and go from there. Maybe longer, though. Getting back to Chase is definitely your mileage is your mileage may vary, and that's anything in life. Your mileage may vary. So how do you avoid this? Simply don't have a checking account, personal or business, savings, CD at Chase. Without funds on deposit, their team doesn't get to look over your profile. Their credit card team can still shut you down for rewards abuse or other reasons, but those shutdowns, shutdown for those reasons tend to be whales, and what goes from a whale to not a whale, or not a whale to a whale, you never know what is that threshold. Just like in the world of working out, when you work out, you have micro tears to your muscle, but the difference between a micro tear and a macro tear, between just damaging your muscles so they grow or ripping something you're not supposed to rip, often that difference is not too much. Yeah, so you can be missing out on multiple checking account bonuses, but is your Chase relationship worth it? The answer is no. Don't be like Sideshow Bob and get shut down because you think it won't happen to you. I was in the it won't happen to me boat. I barely used it other than direct deposit to keep it fee-free. Then he accidentally overdrafted on a Saturday night, paying my credit card after a rake party. He got shut down, so he definitely does speak from experience. I thought it wasn't going to happen to me, but hey, it did. So finally, if you're going to do it anyway, please tag me when you do get shut down so I can say told you so. But seriously, if you want to get the checking because you're cool enough to avoid the anti-money laundering team, at least slow your your manufacturer spend while the account is opened. So next rant, talking about EWS, we'll briefly talk about that if you're curious, which is, so when I say you will get shut down, I'm talking odds, but both odds, there's never a guarantee. However, my trusty buddy Chad ran the numbers, and there's definitely an increased chance of being shut down when you have a deposit account. Chad had some assistance from some FLUS interns. So a lot of people with connections with FLUS got shut down. I know by Amex. So that doesn't mean you will get shut down, but I don't like those odds. Then again, $1,000 is nice, but you can get that from a single ink card. Not to mention Chase deposit accounts. So Chase reports every penny to EWS, Early Warning System. What is Early Warning System? It's interesting. So EWS was designed to give you a report. I looked on the thing how to actually get your report, and it's rather annoying. So he got his report is 164 pages, full of every single thing you've done in nearly every bank account you own. Some bank accounts do not report to EWS, thankfully, but most do. You will see every check written on the account. Well, I don't remember last time I wrote a check. Every ACH transfer made with destinations shown for many of them. Daily bank balances for a few months and monthly for a few years for some banks. Accounts you closed in the last 3 to 4 years. Accounts you opened in the last 3 to 4 years. Tear streaming down your face when you see how much information about you is tracked. And his case, a rake between the eyes. So yeah, EWS reports a lot of stuff. So there is, some of y'all may shrug, some may open up 4 new bank accounts without telling you. Wells Fargo is a co-owner of EWS. So he says it's not but some will see the kind of transfers a heavy MSer does and kick you to a curb. It's not a coincidence. About a week before my shutdown, letters from Chase arrived. They pulled my EWS twice. I haven't checked mine, and I don't really care to check it. So anyways, long story short, lesson learned. Open Chase Business Checking to get in with them, to be able to get ink cards. Because a lot of times, I've done a lot with the ink cards. I've had 5 of them, and I referred a lot of people to them, and people who got denied was because of lack of previous business relationship with them, which is code for, hey, you don't have a checking account, because you want to get the checking account first, and then you want to get the credit card. So open the business checking account, snag the bonus, apply for whatever ink cards you want to get. Then when you start to, if you want to play shenanigans and get a lot of points, shut down the checking account. Number 2, close checking accounts for accounts you want to rack up points on. Use outside accounts to pay cards. So here's a secret that's not really a secret. So if you have a Chase credit card but you don't have a Chase checking account, you can use other accounts to pay that credit card. Credit card companies always want your money to make your payments on. So there's that. Bank account bonus central verdict. I honestly never thought I would ever make a video about being shut down by Chase. They were my first bank, and I've been a customer for them for over 30 years, over and over and over. I've referred many people to Chase and made a lot of money from Chase. I do plan on trying to get back in after a couple of years and see what happens. And this time, I'm actually going to take Sideshow Bob's advice. Until then, I think I'll be able to find alternative banks and credit unions to pick up the slack and see how infinite this infinite loop actually is until it's no longer. So I still have comments off for these videos, but if you have any questions, comments, concerns, complaints, criticisms, you could always email me at churningadventures@gmail.com. Continue the conversation there. And today's question, what does make Christianity different than all other belief systems? Well, one simple thing, death. Jesus rose from the dead. You can go see the bodies of Buddha and Muhammad and pretty much everybody else that people follow, but Jesus, he is risen. So, additional information, how to follow Jesus, gotquestions.org, link in the description box down below. Still here with me, definitely appreciate it. Like the video if you appreciate profitable content on a consistent basis. Share this with anybody who would be able to benefit from it. Subscribe with bell notifications so you can be amongst the first to learn about such profitable opportunities. And with that, look forward to seeing you in the next one. Peace, and may God bless you.